Hello my besties, how are you? Welcome to my DIY channel. Today we're gonna create a fun original wreath that's gonna make a perfect gift for somebody special. Warning! I know it's not for everyone, but you can find a sign that makes you laugh and add it to a wreath. Let's see what we can come up with.
I found this sign at Five Below. You can also find a lot of funny signs on Amazon.com. For the wreath base, we're going to be using a cheap Christmas wreath. But if you don't have one, you can use a Dollar Tree wreath ring and follow these easy directions from this video. When I'm in a rush, I like to use the Christmas base because it's less time consuming. It doesn't require as much mesh. We're going to be using leftovers black and white today. And you're going to need some color coordinating ribbons. These are old, but you can find all these colors during fall at the Dollar Tree. And finally, to finish the wreath off, we're going to need a couple color coordinating picks. First, you're quickly going to fluff up all the pine tips and then cut the mesh. I'd like to use a 10 by 10 cardboard that I just fold over and cut 10 by 20 inches long pieces, just like so. Just a quick and easy method, doesn't require any additional tools. And yes, I do have a helper on my shoulder watching everything I do. And let me quickly show you how I make a ruffle. I simply roll up one end 2-3 times, clip it, turn it around, roll up the other end, walk your fingers across, pinch it, and there you go. You got a cute little ruffle. You just use the pine tips to attach it to the wreath, just like so. Let's make another one. Roll up one end, clip, turn around, roll up the other end, walk your fingers across, pinch, and there you go. It's actually a craffle, combination of a curl and ruffle. And I just attach it on the opposite side. Just makes it easier for me to space things out. And I also like to work with one color at a time. Also makes it easier. So I did like 3 and 9 o'clock, right? And now I'm going to do 12 and 6. Actually, I think I have 5 pieces of black mesh, so I push it a little bit, an hour each way. You know what I mean. And there you go. That's what I did with the black mesh. That's how much I had left on my roll. Now we're going to work with white. And just now it's going to be easy because we're just putting one in between 2 blacks. All right, so this is what we got. 5 white, 5 black. And it's pretty good for a base now. But I have some leftover white and I don't want to leave it. I just want to use it up. So what I'm going to do is just attach these on the outer part of the wreath here and there, just for a pop of white where it's needed. And here's the result. Use what you have. Doesn't have to be so perfect. Next, you're going to cut your ribbons in 12 inches long pieces. Try to coordinate the ribbon colors with your sign. So I have the buffalo check, orange, and burlap. You are going to fold the 2 ends together and then fold again alongside and cut diagonally towards the wired edge. A quick fishtail on both ends at the same time. Next, we are going to attach these ribbon tails to the wreath. We are going to layer like the buffalo check on top of burlap. Fold it together for a midpoint, pinch it, and use 2 pine tips to twist tie these ribbons to the wreath. And then you can separate the ribbons in a crisscross pattern, just like so. And then the orange ribbon we're going to be using alone, just fold in half, find a midpoint, pinch it, and twist tie it over there to the wreath and make it in a V shape towards the outside of the wreath, just like so. Alright, so we're going to repeat the same pattern all around the wreath. Real simple. I'm just eyeballing the spacing and everything. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect at all. I think it's the easiest method out there to make a deco mesh wreath, especially if you never made one before or you feel intimidated by deco mesh. Here's a method to try. Real easy. You're gonna love it, actually. And if you don't like something, how it looks, if you feel like, oh, it's too close or too far, you just retie it. What's the big deal? All right, we got our base done. Pretty nice and full and colorful, right? It didn't take much at all, did it? And now it's time to add a sign. I love that the Five Below signs come with the holes pre-drilled already. In all four corners, we are going to use a floral wire and just thread it through, twist tie it, and then attach it to the wreath. We will add the sign in the center of the wreath, but since the sign is rectangle, we're going to squish the wreath a little bit and make it oval, just like so. I think it makes it look better that way. But if your sign is a perfect square or round, it's gonna look perfect with a round shape. And I'm just threading the wire down to the wreath form and tying it down in all four corners. Fluff up the ribbons and see how it looks. I love how the sign matches the ribbons, don't you? And in the back, let's see where we're going to tie two pine tips at the top together. Just wrap it around each other like this and make a nice hook for hanging. You could be done right there, but I like to finish off my wreath with a little bit of greenery. So I'm just cutting apart the leaves in small sections like this. And we are going to add it throughout the wreath, especially cover the green pine tips like this. Of course, depending on your sign, you could be adding flowers or any other pretty pics. This one I'm keeping pretty simple because it's for my guy friend. I want to surprise him with a joke gift. It's going to be a perfect decoration for his man cave. And I want to keep it pretty manly. As you can see, I'm just putting hot glue over there on those pine tips and inserting the leaves. So I hope you like this unique, funny gift idea. Let me know if you plan to surprise someone with a joke gift like that. Comment down below, let me know who and for what occasion. I would love to hear from you. Maybe you got a friend who is celebrating a birthday soon, or someone who just renovated a man cave or a garage. I think it's suitable for a decoration of like a pub or cafe, a housewarming gift, or maybe you have a friend who just has a good sense of humor or is a prankster. I'm sure anybody could get a good laugh out of a humorous gift like that. So as you can see, I'm just going all around and adding the leaves. And if any of the pine tips stick out too much, I just wind them down and then put a little leaf on top. Notice how I first added the leaves all around the sign, like in a top layer, and then I went all around and also inserted them in the bottom layer, and sort of say a second level. And that makes your wreath more dimensional and fuller, more finished look, definitely. Because people look at your wreath from different angles, not always directly across. Sometimes they come from the side, from the bottom, up the stairs, right? So it has to look nice all the way around. And now for a cherry on top, we're gonna use a little bit of the orange eucalyptus. I have only one stem left. I cut it apart, and I'm going to insert it here and there diagonally from each other for a nice pop of orange color. Okay, so sometimes you don't need much, but just a little something to finish this off. Let me know what you think.
Oh, you can't find this in the store. Not this, baby. This right here. This is customized. You better get like me.
Alright, my besties, so this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please press thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you're gonna find me here next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Coco, say bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, and I almost forgot. I found this vintage looking candy. So I just popped a little bow on top, leftovers. And just like that, we got a cute coordinating gift with the wreath. Do you like the idea? Sometimes it doesn't take much at all to make somebody's day special. I hope you enjoyed today's video and see you next time. Bye-bye.
2, 3, 4.